This is the main menu for our game Madhouse Before 12. We have a settings screen for players to change the settings such as volume and mouse sensitivity. After a room has been created, the other players can use the Find Room button to look for the created room. We have created 3 different scenarios for this game, and each time the game starts, a random scenario will be loaded for the players to play in. Players will be able to shoot using the gun, and the bullet projectile will be shown. When players are ready to leave a room, they can press E and the door will open. Monsters will be spawned on the first level and second level, and in certain special rooms. If the monster attacks a player, the clock will show that the time has increased by 5 seconds, and if the player kills a monster, the time will decrease by 30 seconds, up to a maximum of 10 minutes in total. We have implemented a jump feature for the player, where if the player presses the space bar, the character will jump. We also have an in-game game screen that can be toggled using the escape button. We have different types of clues for players to examine to help them solve the puzzle. Upon spotting a clue, players can press E to examine the clue and it will be zoomed in for them to view it. Some drawers in the asylum can be opened and they may contain useful items. In this case, there is a key inside the drawer and we need this key to open a specific door in the asylum. When player presses Q, the item will be kept in their inventory. This is the classroom, which players require a key to be able to open the door. When all the monsters in the room are killed, more monsters will automatically be spawned in 10 seconds. In one particular room, players will find a scroll which has several words on it. The scroll will display words which players have collected from the one-word clues. We make use of a power generator system to turn on the keypads in the asylum, and players will have to find clues to figure out the code in order to know which buttons to press to turn on the power generator. After turning on the power generator, players will be able to use the keypad. There are light indicators below the code, and for each number that is correct, the light indicator will turn green. If player keys in the wrong code, the amount of time remaining will decrease by 60 seconds. When the correct code is entered, all the light indicators will turn green and the door can be opened by the players. The switches in the room can be toggled by pressing the E key. At the other end of the room, there will be another switch and both switches must be turned on at the same time in order for the switch to stay on, otherwise it will turn off by itself again. When both switches are turned on, the projector can now be used by the player. Upon pressing E, the projector will be turned on and words will appear on the board. When the player presses E again, the projector will be turned off and the words will disappear. We also have a flashlight feature which can be toggled using the F key. When players' inventory is full, they will not be able to collect any more items and they will have to remove items from the inventory, which will then appear on the floor. They can then collect new items. When the clock strikes 12, the game over screen will automatically be triggered. If the players manage to figure out the code, they will be able to escape the asylum and the congratulations screen will appear.